question, next question, next question. Welcome to Next Question, NBL1 East Edition. I am your host, Caleb Fogarty. Today's guest is a wing with serious bounce. Coming up as a youngster in Sydney, we saw him lace them up for the Glebe Spirit and Sydney Comets. He's even played ball with the Bongji Sporting Club in Central Africa's Bongji League. In the East, we've seen him play the last 3 seasons with the Inner West Bulls, collecting Defensive Player of the Year honours in 2023 and an NBL1 East All-Star 5 selection in 2024. Currently, you can catch him hooping on a development contract for the Cairns Taipans in the NBL, where he was thrust into a starting spot early in the season, where he delivered an 11-point, 11 rebound and 2 steal performance. I'm excited to welcome Alex Higgins-Titsha.
Hey, how's it going? Cheers for having me on. Appreciate it.
Really excited to have you. People across the East are really enjoying you seeing ball out for the Cairns Taipans. Mate, I'm sure you're used to the heat. We did say Central Africa, you've had pit stops there. Well, how have you been acclimatising to Cairns?
Yeah, I think I got here the very end of July, and I don't think it's been under 25, 26 degrees, which I don't mind, but now it's I guess a wet season or whatever, so it hasn't rained that much, but it's been very humid, so it's been hot, but you get used to it, and aircon everywhere, so can't complain.
Coach Ford, he has high praise for you. He's called you a see-ball, get-ball kind of player, a player that'll hold others accountable in practice. That's real high praise for someone like you that's a development player coming into that system. He seems like a very enthusiastic, passionate guy to play for. What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Just to get the opportunity was amazing in Cairns, and Forty creates an environment where if you play hard and do your best and keep pushing others, you'll get opportunities. But yeah, practices are intense, and Forty's a very intense guy. But no, I've been enjoying it, loving it so far.
To be honest, when I saw that you signed with Cairns and knowing what the coach is like, I was like, he's the perfect Adam Ford kind of player. You got to feel like that was just like a match made in heaven almost.
Yeah, exactly.
And then with the Inner West Bulls, mate, so the last 3 seasons, you've definitely progressively improved every year. And then by the end of last year, you were you're an All-Star 5 NBL1 East player. You've gone into a development role with the Cairns Taipans. How have you been able to stay ready where you're in a situation where you might be playing 5 minutes one night, might not even see the court, but then you're starting against the Brisbane Bullets? How do you stay ready for those situations?
Yeah, no, I guess obviously it's different from NBL1 where you're the main guy, you're going to play 30, 35 minutes a game. But I think I just went into this season, it's my first time with an NBL team or whatever, and just play my hardest, and then, if your name gets called, you just have to be ready and, treat it. Sometimes, I'm sure a lot of people know it's hard. Sometimes it's hard just to, you might come in for 5 minutes, but you just got to play your hardest and use the opportunity you have. And yeah, so you just got to stay ready.
I feel like the kind of player you are, it probably serves you that you're such an energy guy. I feel like if you're a person that wants to just focus on just scoring, you're probably going to struggle doing 5 minutes because you can never get a rhythm. But you're just coming out with a bunch of energy against a bunch of tired bodies. You must kind of find it a little bit easier that way.
Yeah, 100%. I think my game is I've never been even in Inner West Bulls, I'm not a ball dominant player. I'll get O boards, or I'll score off cuts or fast break, getting stops. I never really needed the ball to, impact the game. And I feel like just energy is always important. And I know, just making the right plays. I know I'm not the main guy on my team. We have elite players everywhere. So if I can just make their life easier, then yeah, helps the team. And
then I saw on Cairns Taipans Instagram, they had a really cool video of your first NBL bucket. And they actually had Kyle Adnan mic'd up. He was in a similar position as you. He was a development player for the Adelaide 36ers. And then he's kind of brought on this whole 10-plus year respected NBL career. How much have you learned from him? Has he kind of taken you under your wing? Because he's been in a similar situation. Yeah, no,
Kyle's been great. I get along with him really well, and it's just great to have a vet like that who's been through everything, and he's always encouraging, giving everyone tips, even the other guys, not just me, the development player. But I think he's been really important to the team, and he's a great guy. He helps us a lot.
I'm kind of really interested to know, what's the rookie situation like in the NBL? You hear a lot of stuff in the NBA about rookie hazing. I'm sure people getting their popcorn in the car. Is that kind of a similar thing that happens in the NBL? Have you had any rookie situations come about?
I've been all right, to be honest. I got to carry some bags and stuff in the airports and whatever. But besides from that, I think maybe it depends on the team as well. But I think now, it might be a little bit less than what they used to be. I've heard stories of like, back in the day, they were a bit more, but I've been all right. I haven't copped too much, so, it's not too bad.
Have you had a welcome to the NBL moment yet?
Um, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. People, I guess because I am a development player, but like, I think people, like, a lot of time will try target me and stuff. Last night, Montrezl Harrell, obviously, he got like 30 kilos on me, just dropped his shoulder up, put me on the floor. That was pretty crazy, but I don't know, I haven't been dunked on yet, but I'm sure that will, sure that will come. So, but I don't know. I can't really think of anything, but,
Mate, well, when you get 4 blocks in very limited minutes, I can't imagine many people are really wanting to try and body you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was it like playing against Montrez? It's you hear things about he's just such a big personality. I've heard some stuff about how you see him just yelling at the crowd during the games is the exact same in practice. Is it just a completely different world having a guy like that to mark up against?
Yeah, it was always crazy because like everyone knows Montrezl Harrell, he was an elite player in the NBA, and then for him to play now is pretty surreal as well. But yeah, he's a high energy guy. He'll talk to players, he'll talk to the crowd. He loves getting involved. So I don't know. I guess it's entertaining to see, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
How's the
playing
body
against him.
after going down again? Him going through yesterday.
That's what I'm used to. I always get thrown around. I'm still a bit skinny, trying to get stronger. So I'm used to hitting the ground. So not too bad.
And then, mate, I've noticed the shoe game as well for you. He's got some pretty clean white ones running around. What brand is it? Is that? I can't really make it out.
Yeah, Lean Ing stuff. They're really cool. Blue Sky Athletics hooked me up with them, and no, they're some great shoes, and I'm loving them so far this season.
They're the Dwayne Wade ones, aren't they?
Yeah, the Dwayne Wade one. So they're awesome. They're
Well,
awesome.
that seems like a match made in heaven again, and you
Yeah,
can get up just like D Wade.
for sure.
And then, mate, looking to the East, you had 3 impressive years with the Bulls. Your points, rebounds, and assists improved every year. It was actually really impressive kind of looking back. I've been a fan for so long. I just never really noticed just how much your statistical growth was. No wonder they've got you in this development role. They know you consistently develop. It's great.
Yeah.
The one thing that really impressed me, though, mate, was your jump from 2022 to 2023. So statistically, it says 2022 you averaged 11.5 points per game. You jumped close to 17 points per game.
Yeah.
Your field goal percentage improved from 50 to 59, but your total shots increased by 40%. So, what clicked offensively in that short period of time? Because you don't really see that growth.
Yeah, well, I think my first year NBL1, like, obviously I've always wanted to play basketball, then I think Daniel Kim, who was our coach then, he really, he, like, steered me more into, like, if you want to do this, take it serious, like, proper. Like, I was taking it seriously, but he really wanted me to, like, knuckle down, and so he helped a lot, and I just kept working, and then, he made me believe that, you can get the shots whatever you want, and you can really just be better. So, yeah, just training, working out, and also Daniel Kim helped me a lot to become the player I am in those 2 seasons for sure.
And then last year, Blake Morrow and Chris Bryant left, so then it's obviously, let's get it to Alex. Did you feel like you embraced it? You went up to pretty much 20 points.
Yeah. I feel like obviously the team will probably need me to score a bit more. We also had some good guys last year who could score as well, but in the situation, yeah, and I feel like I got it better as well. So it's like I got to take more shots, and the team relied on me a bit more, so I had to do that.
And then obviously very disappointing to go down in that home semi game against the Sydney Comets, led by Bawali Bales.
Yeah.
Mate, as a defensive player of the year, I've got to ask, and I think everyone probably wants to know, how we've got Bawali coming back, and I'm sure all the teams are wanting me to ask you as advice. What do you do with him?
I don't know. Bawali's my guy, and I don't know. I thought he should have got. He was probably in the running to get MVP last year, but I don't know. He's just crazy. Hopefully, see him back in the NBL for sure. But he's hard to stop, and he's also an elite defender as well. So yeah, I don't know. That's my guy, but he's just hard to guard. He's extremely hard to guard.
He seems like someone you just don't even really want to just don't talk to him as well, because once he's fired up,
once he's fired up, he'll go at you for sure.
And now, as I said, when I said in my intro, a wing with bounce, mate, game respects game, obviously. We've seen some pretty thunderous dunks from you. Matt McQuaid, Inner West Bulls commentator. I get his voice ringing in my ears whenever I hear a slam dunk from you. Yeah. In the NBL1 East, is there anyone with hops that you're like, all right, I see you, you're pretty good?
Obviously, Davo's athletic. Who else? There's John Montague he played in Hills 2 years ago, and then Aubrey. I know I'm missing some guys right now. I'm not thinking, but there's a lot of athletic guys, like sneaky athletic guys as well. You don't think, but yeah, those two come to mind, I think.
I'd be absolutely remiss not to ask you, are we going to be lucky enough to see Alex Higgins-Titsha return to NBL1 East for 2025?
To be honest, I don't know yet. I'm still figuring out, trying to get through this NBL season first, and then I'm going to sort out NBL1 stuff later for sure.
Awesome. Well, best of luck this year, mate, with the rest of your time with the Cairns Taipans. We hope to see you grace an NBL1 East court soon.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.